God, I should replay Midnight Sun. I think you're right. I think the problem is that the first time I played it, it was the pandemic, so everyone was busy. But this time,
yeah, that's...
Can you actually just play XCOM 2 and then I can watch you?
It's such a good game. I love XCOM 2. It just
you can play with the voice, the NLSS voices.
I know, but it's such a commitment. Like to do a whole XCOM campaign, it's a commitment.
Not if you're.
Not if you're bad and losing like that.
What else are you gonna do? You gonna diddle again?
Excuse me?
What?
You're always diddling. Every time I'm in your chat, you're diddling, and I don't know what's
going
on,
They're
man.
dolls, not diddles, man.
DLEs.
The DLEs.
The dolls.
Whatever. It's a diddle to me.
Diddle.
You're gonna get me in trouble, man.
Doing the diddles. Yay, thank you, Toad.
It's a great Epstein list, but it's the dolls. You gotta fill in the names yourself.
I saw, yeah. It's a fucking, I guess it's a 5-letter word, and it has a fucking M and an R in it.
Obama.
Just 8 straight Obama guesses with like 1 yellow letter on the M. I just can't crack it.
Sully, I was gonna ask if, like, because you probably do more IRL plans than, well, no, Justin does a fair amount of IRL.
This dude is busy every day. Can we just talk about the fact that like every Monday Apollo says, when should we play Mario Party? And then Justin says, I'm good any day except one day. And then he comes back in an hour and goes, actually, I'm busy every single day.
Not you, Justin, even though you do this, you're actually still like better than 95% of streamers, which is crazy to say.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, no, in the streamer world, scheduling something is just a suggestion. Like when you plan something, everyone's like, yeah, we'll be there. And then what they mean is like, I might be there. I don't know. we'll fucking see. And I was gonna say, is that like in the real world too, or is this just a streamer thing? Like, is this a poisoning
actually just a streamer thing?
Okay, that's good.
For sure, a streamer.
The average person shows up where they say they're gonna show up within plus or minus 5 minutes of when they said they'd be there. Also, I have to touch on this. Someone said this isn't kind. 90% of streamers are neurodivergent. Yes, but 80% of those neurodivergent streamers were made neurodivergent by the website. They didn't come here neurodivergent. They became neurodivergent through exposure to this website. So ergo, I don't give them any credit because I think they also have the power to save themselves. 20%, it's baked into the, you can't unbreak the egg, okay?
My stress is with the airports. I go to the airport way too early, but like...
Dude, it's so much better than even having a 2% chance of missing the flight.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've been...
way better than the stress.
I've been white-knuckled driving to the airport, or even worse, because you have no control, white-knuckle in the Uber, hoping that... and then you get the 1 out of 100 Uber driver who doesn't drive 40 miles an hour over the speed limit, even though it's like 5:45 in the morning, and you're like, oh, fuck.
Oh my God.
The worst one I ever had was... at one point, I remember being like, well, I don't really trust Uber or like a Lyft driver, so I'm just gonna use like an actual like airport taxi service because like that's what they do. And then the guy called me 5 minutes after he was supposed to be here, going, "I just woke up," and I was like, "You kidding me? Like, I gotta be at the airport in 10 minutes, man." But thankfully, I did plan in to get there so fucking early that it didn't fuck me.
I think I'm immune to like waiting now because when I went to the airport early one time and it was flying to San Francisco and they had wildfires and they were like, hey, your flight's delayed 8 hours. And I just sat there for 8 hours in the airport until my flight. And I went, okay, if I can do this, I'm immune. Like I can just wait.
Half Lord of the Rings movies in that time.
That's true.
Dude, the flight landing in San Francisco during the wildfires and like suddenly everything, like there was a sudden moment where the whole plane smelled like smoke, and I feel like I internally panicked and I was like, oh, that's just the fire below me. It's not the plane. But it was that was crazy.
The fire is more scared of you.
I'm pissed off. That's happened to me at Richmond Airport. Someone just mentioned there Richmond was where the TSA pre-check line merged into the regular line, and it's like, what's the point? They'll do that when there's like not enough people at the airport, and I'm sitting there like, why the fuck did I get TSA pre?
Dude, now you're getting it. That's why they need to make
new
airport lounges that are exclusive again. Because the airport lounges have now become Gen Pop. They need to have and I'm not even saying I would be in the super cool lounge, but at least some of the cool people would go to the super cool lounge, and then I could get into the Gen Pop lounge and get like a orange juice or whatever. I'd rather load up all the suitcases on the chairs beside me, spread out so like my family takes up like 6 or 7 seats right next to the gate. So we're the only people who can hear what the speaker is saying, because we can actually hear it from their mouth instead of through the cooked ass overhead speaker 300 feet up in the air.
And you're so early that there's another flight taking off from that gate before yours.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
So there's other people waiting who are just mad at you.
And then I stand up when they say, like, in 30 minutes we're going to begin boarding. I stand up, and I don't line up because I'm not zone 1, but I stand just close enough to the line that everybody that goes by has to go, "Are you in line?" And I go, no, I'm not in line. I'm zone 5. But there's a hack. If you have a kid under 5, you get on after zone 1.
True.
Here's the hack. They're not gonna leave with people waiting there.
Well, no, but the hack is I don't want to pay for checked bags, so I take all my bags on the airplane and stuff them into the overhead.
You got to get in there before.
Don't pay for checked
Exactly.
bags, because they will say, "Hey, we don't have enough room on the plane. We need some people."
They do
Or,
that
like,
every time.
Here's
Like-
the hack. By the time they make that call, my shit's already in the overhead bin, and I don't want to wait 45 minutes for the airport employees to try to route the luggage to the carousel when I get to the destination.
Here's the hack: eat the rich.
Okay, that's never good. You're never gonna not win with
Pandering,
that. Okay, so I can't. There's nothing I can do to respond to that. So I'm gonna. This is gonna be extremely unpopular, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I'm speaking from my heart, and I want to reiterate: I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm just one guy. There are times when I travel where I'm like, this is awesome. And then there's times when I travel when I go, this whole travel thing is just a 50-year bubble that is about to pop. In 60 years, people would be like, why would I travel? Home is awesome. There's a little part of me that's like, I think we're getting to that. As more and more places become exactly the same, I find myself being like, that was an awful long trip to go to a place that's almost identical to the place where I originated.
You have been
there
on
that many?
7 Disney cruises.
But I've been to
Yeah.
Korea, I've been to
There's
Japan.
a reason it looks the same every
Like Korea
time.
and Japan even.
When I was in Korea and Japan, I was more like that. I was having a midlife crisis. That's like a different story. But I was like,
Yeah, but like
people going
I
about their
do
lives.
2 places though that are like extraordinarily influenced by America in like the worst ways.
Okay,
know what
where
I
are
mean?
you guys?
Like,
Where are you guys going?
I'm just saying, I would love to go somewhere, anywhere.
You want to the Central
I can't think of
African
somewhere-
Republic or like the French Guyana or something? Like, what's going on?
I'm not saying those are bad places to go, but they're if you're going to trying to find places that are not like here, I think you can go other places. Go to Morocco.
You go to Morocco.
I
Isn't
want
Morocco
to.
at
It'd be great.
war?
You probably don't want to go right now, I guess. I always wanted to go to Morocco.
But it's kind of like, so don't get me wrong. When I went to Korea in 2010, I was like, wow, the food here is like incredible. This is amazing. They could never do this in North America. I'm not saying North America's better, okay? So let's just get the bad faith argument out of the way. But like, it turns out after living in Vancouver for like 15 years, they can do that shit here. They could do it. They can ship the rice. They can ship the cabbage. They can do it homegrown. We went back to Korea in 2024, and I was like, tastes just like the Korean food in Vancouver. Like it's the world's becoming. I feel like the world is becoming smaller in the sense that like the internet has caused. It's weird because I think that there's like a death of the monoculture, but also there's like an envelope of shared culture that has fallen over the rest of the world as well. That has made I'll plus to you on the fact that I'm going to very like westernized places, but it's like there's the longer that time goes on, the more every place is kind of like the place right next to it, which is like the place right next to it, and so on and so forth.
But I'm going to cut you off because don't you live in like the best place to eat Asian food outside of Asia?
That's kind of also like why I'm like I shouldn't travel
There's,
every time
Toronto's got
It's
some
not a
good
civic thing. He's
stuff.
asking a germane question. But like that might be the other thing, which is like I live in a place that I really like. So every time I travel, like I land somewhere and I'm like, why did I spend so much money to go someplace worse than where I live? People are spending money to come to where I live. I should just chill, man. You guys can still come. You can still. If you,
Yeah,
if you
oh,
don't
love
mind,
to.
if you don't mind sleeping next to the mahjong table. you
Mahjong
guys are good
table,
to go.
yeah.
I've been waiting for you to give me the order. This
And
whole
don't
time.
fucking kick the mahjong table because that thing is finicky and expensive. Okay, so if it's a choice between your legs
He
or the
hates the
mahjong table, it's-
man. He hates.
No,
the
dude, I'm
mahjong
getting
table.
I'm getting the itch because Kate showed me the Yusong video of
What
him
are you
reacting.
talking about? You told me in a direct message that you
was
fucking
weeks
hate
ago.
mahjong
That
and you
was
never
weeks
want to play
ago.
it.
Things have
I
changed.
hate you.
Kate showed me the video of Yusong reacting to me playing mahjong with Ludwig, and as he was explaining the stuff, I was like, wait, maybe mahjong's goated. I should get back into mahjong.
It's so good.
My God.
Chat, for those of you that me and
Shout out
Justin have only
Yusong.
been asking Ryan to
Love
play
Yusong.
mahjong for like 2 straight years.
Yes, but I do want to say it's Twitch poison because people come into chat and go, "What the fuck is this?" And they're right because it's nonsense.
Yeah, but you say that about like any game.
And I'm not always right. I'm often right. That's all I'm saying. I'm often right.
And then he goes and he starts diddling again.
You can't say that. You can't. You're gonna get me in trouble. The people that watch this shit are not media literate. You're gonna get me in trouble.
That's
it's-
the
it's
point.
perfect,
That's
too,
why
because
it's funny.
you've
You're
been
gonna
playing-
crash and burn.
You've been playing Uma Musume. You've taught them, like, you've
Yeah.
got them accustomed to
Yeah.
psycho anime gacha, so you can play Mahjong Soul because it's
That
psycho
is
anime
true.
gacha.
It starts with one armor break. It starts with one ring. A really short guy, one fateful night. He decided to fly, keep the ring safe because we're about to be chased by some deadly ring wraiths. It's so unreal. Ed Sheeran's song from The Hobbit 2 goes hard though. Really? Shire ain't a good place to find a lover, so Mordor is where I go. Me and the boys bring the ring and some toys. We gotta find Small and let it show. I don't know. Listen, it's not. He's spitting, bro. It's hard. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the One Ring too. Come on, share your fish with me, Gollum. Come on, share your fish with me, Gollum. Breaking the Hobbit. That's pretty good.